Well, good afternoon, everybody. Well, could be good evening or good morning, wherever you're watching. Hey, this is Brad with the Big Family Homestead, and today I am so excited because I've finally gotten the boss man, the Pura Vida rock star. This is Alex Bonilla, and you're one of the founders of Pura Vida? What is your official title, bro?
That's correct. Yeah. So I guess you could just call me a co-founder. I have a lot of different roles in the business, but my younger brother and I started this business about 10 years ago. And yeah, I just call myself the co-founder. It's about simple as
Wow.
that.
And I am
Yeah.
blessed, man, because watch this. For you guys who saw the arthritis thing in the thumbnail, look at this. No problems. I used to be on a 2500, and I do mean 2500 $100 shot every month.
Wow.
And thank God I found Moringa. And through a process of friends leading me through this path of figuring out what this stuff is, ended up meeting Alex here from Pura Vida, and bar none, I don't have any symptoms of arthritis. My RA is pretty much gone. And I gotta tell you right out of the gate, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. This is Brad talking about Brad stuff and talking to Alex because I've been waiting so long to hear about what Moringa has done for you. And we get hundreds, and I mean hundreds of emails every month of people saying, I heard you talk about it. I tried it. I was skeptical. And now I can play with my grandkids, or now I can get out of bed, or now I can start exercising again. And thank God, and I'm so grateful that you've taken some time to chat with us. But now, arthritis, if you want to go and watch the arthritis videos, I've made like 6 or 8 or something, and it's frankly miraculous what it's done for me. But what are some of the other things that you hear people talking about as a use for Moringa? Well, actually,
Yeah.
you know
Well,
what? Let's stop. What is it?
sure. Go ahead. Say that
Let's
again.
start out. Let's start with basics. What is Moringa?
Yeah, Murray. So really quick, Brad, let me just take 1 second to thank you for everything you've done as far as spreading the word about Moringa. I mean, you have, I think it's a little bit more than 6 to 8 videos. You have almost like a million views when we're talking about Moringa here. And, you mentioned that you're getting all kinds of emails and letters talking about how this has helped people. We're getting the same feedback. We're getting emails. We're getting reviews left on Amazon left and right. A lot of them mention you, that they heard about it from you. And these stories are just amazing. Some of the things that are happening to people simply by just eating this plant. And that's all it is. It's a plant. It's not a drug. It's not a synthetic. It's not like anything done to it or combined with anything else. It's just a dried up plant. It sometimes brings tears to my eyes just reading some of these reviews, these testimonials about how people are able to walk again, or put their favorite pairs of shoes on again because of swelling in their feet gone down. Just little things, playing with their grandchildren. So thank you for spreading the word. You're doing a great deed. I appreciate it. And the more people we can help, the better. And I hope this video will do that. So I know we want to talk about some of the other things Moringa does, but when it comes to the arthritis stuff, I mean, I want everyone to know that's our number one goal, is to get Moringa into as many people's hands who are suffering from this disease, I guess you want to call it, RA, OA, arthritis. That is our number one goal, but Moringa does do a lot of other good
Well,
things
hold on one
that.
sec there, bro. Just real
Sure.
quick. Even as we're getting started, there's a comment from a person named Geezer Life, out of all things, 2 months. Huge difference in everyday life, 65 years old. And that's just right here. We just started. So I didn't mean to,
Right.
well, I did mean to jump in because it's their
it.
comments are everywhere.
Yeah. No, it is everywhere. And I suspect we'll get a few more before this is over. But yeah, I mean, it's great stuff. I mean, this is a plant that has been used in Ayurvedic medicine for thousands of years. We're just discovering it now. It's going to blow up. It's going to be the new turmeric or ashwagandha that is in pretty much every household now. This stuff is amazing. We first found this about 15 years ago. My younger brother moved to the Philippines, and in the Philippines, where it grows naturally, you can find this stuff in a grocery store like you would cilantro. It's just there in bundles. You just grab it, throw it in a bag, and they use it in their everyday cuisine. They use it in breads, they use it in soups, they use it as a and to marinate meats. And he came across this product, and I've been suffering from psoriasis for like the last 15 years, and he just hit me up right away. And he said, "Hey, you have to try this stuff. They don't have it in America, but you can order it online." And at that time, there weren't many people selling it in supplement form, like capsules or powder. And I started taking it, and the psoriasis is pretty gnarly, and it's not completely cured, but it helps so much to the point where I won't go a day without taking it, just because it helps my skin that much. And that's an inflammation situation, much like arthritis and all that. So yeah, I mean, this is a powerful plant. This stuff's good. This is good stuff that I take every day. My brother takes it every day. My father, who has diabetes, he takes it every day. I mean, this is just, it's a plant that I think is going to blow up here soon.
Yeah.
Your guys know about it. You know about it. And
yeah.
I think everyone's going to know about it soon.
Well, and I think the big thing that people need to understand from a health perspective, and again, not a doctor, not medical advice.
Same here. Not a doctor.
I don't even play one on TV or on YouTube. Right. No, but it has more vitamin C than oranges, more potassium than bananas. It has more iron than spinach. It goes on and on and on. It's a crazy super plant. But the big thing, the big thing though, is that it has every amino acid that humans need in one plant. And I don't even know of another plant that even does that. But that I believe, again, not a doctor, but I believe that's why it works so well for me on inflammation, where I don't need that $2,500 shot anymore. And so, but now so psoriasis, diabetes, one thing I've heard is that people say that it's lowering their blood pressure. Right. And that's just communication from folks around. That's not like a medical study, but I am blown away with the variety of things that it's been helping. So hit me up with a few more. What are some other things that it's been working on?
Yeah. So let me just give you the feedback that I'm getting. So I can sit here and be a car salesman all day and talk about all the stuff that anyone can go find online. But let me just tell you exactly what people are telling us. And a lot of them are coming from you. You know, they mention your name in the reviews and the emails, and this is what they're telling us. So the first thing, which is kind of a byproduct of just feeling better, inflammation going down, is energy. You know, if you're not in pain and your knees aren't hurting, your ankles aren't hurting, your knuckles aren't hurting, your body has all this extra energy. You know, all that energy was used to get through that pain in the beginning and throughout most of your day. With that gone, you're waking up good to go. You have that. That's a byproduct of inflammation going down. Now, there are a lot of people who don't have arthritis, and they're still seeing this increase of energy. Now, there's no caffeine, there's no stimulants in Moringa. This is just pure nutrients. This is just like letting your body do what your body is meant to do. And by just pumping it full of antioxidants, all these nutrients and amino acids, your body is just like, you're alive again. So you're going to get this boost of energy. That's probably the number two thing that we get feedback about, is you're going to just have an increased energy. My brain fog, if you feel like, no matter how much coffee you drink, you just have this cloudy brain, take some Moringa. You'll see a difference. So energy is probably one of the big ones that we get feedback on. Okay.
Well, now, one thing I have heard is that if you are pregnant, you should stay away from it. That's stuff I've done research on. So that needs to come right out of the gate so people don't get confused. But how much do you take personally? Because I know you can't really, we're not diagnosing anything, but I personally take 4 of the capsules. Now, are those 0 size capsules, or are there 0 size capsules? I take 4 a day. Now, my dad, he can only take 2 a day, or else things get a little quick, if you know what I mean. Right. But yeah. But that's what I personally take. But what are you hearing that works for people?
So it all depends. So when you first start off, we recommend, especially with our moringa, do something kind of like what your dad's doing, and you even spread it out. One capsule in the morning. They're size 0 caps. They have 500 milligrams in each capsule. So you take one in the morning, one in the afternoon. And the reason for that is because moringa is pretty powerful. Even if you have been taking moringa in the past, another brand, and you're switching to ours, I still recommend starting a little lighter because ours is the purest, and we can get into that later, but we have some super pure moringa that is a little bit stronger than the rest of the stuff out there. I personally do what you do. I don't know how you take yours, but actually, no, I'm sorry. I take 4 capsules in the morning, and usually, unless I forget, I'm taking another 4 capsules in the afternoon. Now,
Really?
I've been taking moringa for a long time.
Wow.
But that's just how much I take. It's about equivalent to like a tablespoon in the morning and a tablespoon in the afternoon.
Huh. Well, that kind of makes sense. And you know what? Maybe me personally, maybe I ought to bump it up a little bit because I've only been doing it in the morning without any issues of, continence.
Right.
But that's me personally. Yeah, because my dad tried to do what I did, and he's like, nope, got to go back down to 2.
Well, there's a lot of fiber in moringa. That's another thing that this helps with. We get a lot of feedback about people having issues with that. And with 36% fiber, moringa will help you out. If you're having any issues in the bathroom and you're trying to get something going, try moringa.
Okay. Now, a question that I'm seeing that's kind of a theme here in the comments section is people asking, and we can't honestly really answer this. You got to talk to your doctor, but people are asking, well, should I stop taking this medication I'm already on and take the moringa? And my answer would be, you got to talk to your doctor, but I would say no. That's what I would say.
Right. Yeah, I would agree with you. Definitely consult a physician about that. When it comes to supplements, a lot of times there's not a magic pill that's going to cure everything. You want to compound everything and make sure you have the right mix of stuff. So definitely talk to your doctor before you decide to stop taking anything. Obviously, your story is super anecdotal. You were able to completely stop and take moringa, and that's great. I hope that happens for most people, but it's going to be a case-by-case situation.
Okay, Janet is asking, is it better to take it in powder form or capsules? And this should be pretty easy.
Capsules is a lot easier to take, and you're not going to really taste it. You can just pop 2 to 4 capsules in your mouth and chug some water, and you're good to go. I do love the powder, though. I have to tell you, Brad.
You like it?
I know
man.
I know you don't like it. So let me rephrase that. I like taking the powder. I don't like tasting the powder. So let me tell you guys my smoothie of choice when it comes to putting moringa powder in a smoothie. And it's super simple. All it is milk, whether you want to use coconut milk, regular milk, or almond milk, 1 banana, a big scoop of peanut butter, and blueberries, and a tablespoon of moringa. I'm telling you, there's something about the fat in the milk and the sugar in the banana. Blueberries don't have too much sugar, and the fat in the peanut butter. Something about fat that really cuts through that bitterness of moringa. There's something about this mix. I'm telling you, you cannot even taste the moringa, but you can feel the moringa.
Oh man, I tell you what, we used to do the powder. We used to get the powder, and then my wife, who's got smaller hands than I do, thankfully, would put it in the capsules because to me it tasted like grass. But I can see that you're saying, hey, well, peanut butter cuts over everything, man. So the banana and the peanut butter, that'll just knock that out. But now here, I want to ask you a little bit about the quality difference, because I'll tell you what, we were mistaken, and I've been very vocal about saying the color choice that we used to tell people is you wanted a nice, dark brown, not brown, but almost like that green that's dark. And we thought that was the way to go until we tried your brand, the Pura Vida brand, and it made a huge difference. And I was scratching my head going, well, why? Yours is a much brighter color. And we had been led to believe that the darker the color, the better. But then you made this explanation and made perfect sense to me. And the proof's in the pudding because yours worked better for me. So tell me why the brighter and where you get it from and how it's processed, because in all honesty, I was just wrong.
Right. Well, yeah, let me clear that up real quick. I think we have it kind of backwards. A lot of the myth out there is the bright neon green. Right.
That's
bright
it. That's
neon green. Yeah.
I got all excited.
Like almost like the color of your shirt. All right.
Yeah.
I've seen Moringa out there. Yeah. This stuff is like neon green. And our farm is in Nicaragua. I visit the farm. Well, I try to visit the farm every year, but last year obviously couldn't. But I've just never seen Moringa look like that. You know, maybe when it's first growing and the tree is about 2 feet tall and you got some branches coming out, you have these baby little leaves that will be like yellow, almost yellow green. So if you're taking those leaves, which a lot of companies do, they'll take the young leaves because the sooner you pluck them, the sooner they grow back. So they'll reharvest. You get more harvest when you pluck early, right? So that's going to be the neon green stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, the stuff is still pretty good. Moringa is just that awesome of a plant that even when you pick the early stuff, you're still going to feel it, but you're not getting the full potential of Moringa. Moringa should be more of an emerald green, and that's our green. That's the color of our Moringa. Now, the brown stuff you do want to stay away from because most likely that's oxidized, or it's a lot of it's stems. The stems will color differently than the leaf itself. So if it's super brown and ugly, stay away from that. If it's bright green, stay away from that. Right in the middle, you have this emerald green, and that's when you know it was picked at the right time. It was dried at the right time. You know, picking it and putting it off to dry in a certain amount of time is crucial. If you're picking it, throwing it in a truck, driving it to a warehouse that gets thrown into another plane, shipped off to China where they dry it there, there's so much gone wrong already. Like you just want to stay away from that stuff. So anything that's coming from India or China, stay away from it. It's not worth it. And especially when it's only $5 a bottle or $10 a pound, you get what you pay for. Our process is a lot. That's why I recommend, hey, if you're going to start, even if you're switching from another brand to ours, start off with 1 cap in the morning, 1 cap in the afternoon, because this is powerful stuff. We don't skimp anywhere in the process, from when we pick it, how often we pick it, how we dry it, how we clean it, right? We don't use gamma irradiation. We don't use any pesticides. We don't have to get too into the details, but we use an ozone application, which is the most pure way to clean Moringa without killing any of the nutrients. So there's a huge difference. And I'm glad you brought it up, because there's a lot of people out there searching Amazon. And when you search Amazon, usually the top of the search results are the cheapest option available. And if you're paying $9 for a bottle or $9 for a pound of powder, you're going to get.
You're getting what you pay for.
Exactly.
Well, but, and truthfully, you guys are not the most expensive on the market either. And I like that, because it's not always, you can artificially price something to make perception different of a product. And I appreciate that you're not lowballing it, but you guys are making and you know what? I'm glad you're making a profit. I'm super glad, because it works. And the more people that can get into Moringa, the better off. So you're not like pricing it way out of the league of the average person. Because, dude, I mean, even regular medication for what I was on, it's ridiculous. It's way, way expensive. Yeah. And now it's like, how much are you guys at now? And actually, we'll talk about the sale later, but what are you guys at right now?
We're at $19.97 for a bottle of Capsules 100. So that'll last you a month if you're taking it. Like you're taking it. It'll last you even longer if you're taking it like your dad's taking it. It'll last me a couple of weeks if you're taking it like I take it.
Yeah, it's less than $1 a day, man.
Right.
It's less than $1 a day.
Yeah.
So, how did you get involved? Well, you started, you said you and your brother found it while he was overseas.
But
but you personally, he said, check this out, and you were in.
Right. And that was years ago. And at that point, we were just trying to spread the word. That's why our website is actually moringapowder.com. Our Instagram handle is at moringapowder. It doesn't even say Pura Vida in the name because we were just trying to spread the word. So we had a blog, we had recipes, we had an ebook, and we came across the same problem you came across, Brad. We were finding all these brands and trying different, even the same brand from batch to batch would be different. And we finally realized, hey, we have this awesome product on our hands. We know what it can do, and we know what it should taste like because my brother's living in the Philippines. He's getting this stuff fresh every week, but we're not finding it anywhere here in the States. We're not finding the good stuff. Where's the good stuff? So we finally just decided, hey, let's go find the good stuff. Let's go visit some farms. We've been all over the place trying to find the best moringa, and we landed on a farm based out of Nicaragua, and we believe it's the best moringa in the world. So we brought it to market. We started small, and we're still small. It's just my brother and I for the most part. And we're just bringing in small single origin batches whenever we can. And that's the way we're running right now.
This is awesome. Hey, there's a comment here from Kit Driscoll. This is funny. I followed your link last time. No, wait. Not that one. Where is it? Here it is. That's funny because I have sprinkled moringa powder on my husband's PB&J sandwiches. He's none the wiser. Laugh out loud. He doesn't even know.
Yes. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, the peanut butter cuts right through it.
It cuts it. But now here's I'm seeing pop up. People are saying they can't get it in Canada.
Interesting. I believe if you go to moringapowder.com, we do ship to Canada.
You can ship to Canada?
Right. There's an Amazon situation. That's probably what they're going to Amazon and they're trying to ship to Canada. And because it's a supplement, there are some restrictions shipping from an Amazon warehouse overseas. So let's do this. We'll
moringapowder.com.
Yeah, moringapowder.com. You should be able to make a purchase there, but I want to make sure that they are able to take advantage of the discounts. So we will make sure we put it in the description there.
Oh, we'll talk. Don't you worry, bro. We're going to talk about money saving because I like money saving.
Right.
But so friends to the north, rejoice. All our Canuck friends, you go to moringapowder.com, but Alex will figure out a way to get. You guys are offering a discount right now. That's correct?
Yeah. So for the entire month of January, we have been offering 10% off right off the bat. You don't need a code. You don't need to clip any coupons or anything like that. On Amazon, you'll see the actual price, $19.97. A little stripe through, 10% off, and that's going to last for the rest of the month. So I think we have about 3 more days on that. But today we're also going to offer a way to get an additional 10% off, and we'll have a link for that. All you have to do is just click the link, give us your email. We'll email you another code. They're unique codes, so we do need your email because everyone's going to get a unique code, and that will give you an additional 10% off. So essentially 20% off.
Gotcha. And by the way, some folks are asking if there's a link, and there is in the video description. So there's that. You can also go to moringapowder.com, and we'll fix that up for you. Mm-hmm. But here's a little dad joke for you, because I love dad jokes, and you just reminded me of a horribly corny dad joke. How do you catch a very special rabbit?
How do you catch a very special rabbit? Oh man, I usually like spending a lot of time trying to figure this out just to drive the
dad jokes
nuts. But let's hear it. No, I don't know.
Unique up on them. I couldn't help myself, man. I apologize. So, okay.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. Now, is there anything else that you want to share? Because it's rare that we get to talk to the man, right, the boss, the head honcho. Is there anything else you want to share? Because, folks, it's changed my life. I mean, straight up changed my life. I mean, what? Even look around. I mean, I'm a musician. I couldn't do this. I couldn't put my clothes on without extreme pain. And then Moringa came into my life, into my family's life, and poof, things are different. And I'll tell you what, as long as I'm alive, I'm going to do everything I can to always have it on the shelf. Oh, that reminds me of a question. Someone was asking, what's the shelf life? What's the shelf life of Moringa?
2 years. 2 years. Yeah. So if you're taking it as much as you should, you'll have plenty of time. Not only that, but our Moringa, I hate to dwell on it or keep pounding this, but our Moringa comes about as fresh as it can get. We're air shipping it from Nicaragua. We're not putting it on a boat from India or China. So it's literally we pick it, we dry it, we pulverize it, throw it in a sack, throw it on a plane, and it gets here the next day. And then it goes to a GMP certified facility here in California, and that's where they capsulize and bottle it and everything. So this stuff, I mean, when you get a bottle, there's a chance that you're like, this leaf was picked maybe 2 weeks ago, depending on when you buy. So it's super, super, super fresh. And then on top of that, it's going to last another 2 years.
I have a question now too, because we make hold on, product placement. Look at this. Boom.
Yeah.
I make a beard balm, and I use your Moringa oil in the beard balm. And people tell me that they're using this stuff for like a shave, like instead of like foam. And people are saying that if they've got acne underneath their beard, it's gone. And I totally believe that it's because, and that's personal belief, but I totally believe it's because of the Moringa oil that's in it. You guys don't sell just the powder. What else do you sell?
Right. Yeah. And that's one more thing I want to touch on is what Moringa does for your hair and your skin, not just the oil, but the actual powder itself. If you're taking the powder and you're noticing that your skin's feeling a little bit better, it's a little more elastic, or your nails are growing faster, your hair is growing thicker, there's a reason for that. Moringa is has a high amount of a plant hormone called zeaxanthin. There's not a ton of science about that yet, and people are still trying to discover what zeaxanthin does. But last I checked, there's not a plant that has more zeaxanthin than Moringa. So that's the plant. The seed is what we make the oil out of. So we do have an oil. I'm glad you're putting it in that balm, because that is the secret ingredient. I am telling you, the seed is different. The seed has oleic acid. Now, one of the leading oils right now in the health and beauty market is, I think I'm saying this right, jojoba oil. It's spelled J-O-B-A.
Oh, yeah,
J-O-B-A. Yeah.
Now,
Moringa has like 4 times the amount of oleic acid than that stuff.
Nice.
So that is that's what the secret ingredient is in your balm. I use it. I put it on my face at night. Just, it's really easy for men. I just squirt it in my hand and just wipe it all over my face. The oil is great. The oil, I definitely recommend checking that out as well. If you have acne or psoriasis or eczema or blackheads, you just wipe it on at night and those suckers be gone.
My daughter Claire swears by the oil. She used to get bad acne, and I do even still. And okay, stubborn Brad, I need to put it on my face, and I just, for whatever reason, I don't like stuff on me like this.
Right.
But when I do put it on my face, no problem. It's no problem. The acne goes away, and that's just me. But I need to be more diligent in doing that. But I would like to hear a little bit more, and I'm being selfish with your time, so I apologize.
Take your time.
But tell me more about the gamma process that you dry the leaves with, because I've never even heard of that.
So the gamma radiation is actually the process people use to clean moringa.
That's what yeah.
Right. So a lot of people rant and rave about shade drying or sun drying. Well, that's great, but the only problem with that is you're leaving the moringa exposed to all the elements. So wind, rats, anything can get into the moringa. So you have to clean it. If you were to just take that moringa and pulverize it and then test it, you will find a ton of what's called pretty much bacteria. That's just the easiest way to put it. You'll find a lot of junk, and you have to clean that, right? So what they do is they usually gamma irradiate moringa. So they zap it with pretty much radioactivity. And that will definitely kill off any junk, but it's also going to harm the actual nutrients of the plant. So what we use is an ozone application. Now, the science is a little bit above my head, but we actually put ozone in big drums and we turn the moringa powder with that. So as far as I know, there isn't a process other than maybe freeze drying that will kill off all the junk and preserve the moringa. There's not a process better than ozone out there. And that's what we use.
Wow. Well, now it looks like your company's going to have to invest in freeze dryers, right? Is that what...
We'll see. We'll
big ones. So, you know, as we're kind of wrapping up here, if there's something you want to say, please say it. But I'm just telling you, folks, you do your own research. And I know that, okay, I got to pause and say, I'm seeing comments that some folks are saying, hey, it makes my stomach hurt. And that's my wife. Christa, she can't take it because it doesn't make her stomach hurt. And this is a great point to say, talk to your doctor, because guess what?
Right.
It's not for everybody. But me personally, looking at comments that come in and emails that come in to just me personally, I would say 85% of the people that take it have an amazing result. That's my just Brad's polling Reuters data, whatever you want to call it. But I would like to say it is not for everybody, and do your own research. But with that said, you, sir, have the floor before we say goodbye. And tell them about the sale again, because we only said it once and it's a live stream and yada yada yippee skippy.
Sounds good. Well, let me just touch on that stomach agitation thing. Could be a couple things. One, you could be starting off too much. Again, start off with maybe just one capsule a day and see how that goes, or buy the powder and start with a teaspoon and a shake, and make sure you're taking it with some fats. If you're taking it by itself with just water with no meal, it could upset your stomach.
Problem.
It could be another brand as well. Again, a lot of this stuff is dirty. It's got mold, and people don't realize how a lot of times when people have a bad reaction to coffee, it's not really coffee, it's the mold in coffee. A lot of people don't know that. So it could be mold. Try our brand if you haven't already. If it is a brand that's upsetting your stomach, try a little bit less. And then, last resort, maybe it's just not for you. And that's okay. My girlfriend can't take turmeric. The turmeric lattes are all the rage right now. She can't have them. I pound them. She can't have them. Makes her like dizzy or something. So, but yeah, other than that, I guess I just want to thank you again for everything that you've done, spreading the word. And I also want to thank your followers and everyone who subscribes to your account and who has purchased in the past, because man, these guys leave reviews at a rate that is way better than the normal market. I mean, your guys are leaving reviews and everyone reads those reviews. Amazon is all about reviews. I don't buy a product unless I read through the 20 most recent reviews. And so I just want to thank all your followers for doing what they're doing, spreading the word. I've had customers tell me that they've heard about this product, not through you, but someone else who heard it through you. So it's just going down.
That's amazing.
Which is great. And for that reason, again, we're offering the code. We got 10% off on top of 10% off. So it's about 20% off. We do these deals about, 3 or 4 times a year, maybe, Brad. You're usually the one that helps us with that. So let's take advantage of that. Let's lock in a bottle. Just go to the link below, plug in your email, and then we'll send you the code. Dude. And just go to Amazon and plug that in and get your bottle for it. I think it comes out
absolutely.
Like
and as we wind up here, just another comment. Debbie is saying both. It has helped me, and my blood sugar is normal levels now, and no more pain from arthritis.
Yeah,
Praise
man,
God.
We didn't even get a chance to talk about blood sugar.
Go
diabetes.
ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There are studies out there that show it boosts insulin production. Studies out there that shows it reduces post-meal blood sugar spikes. The most recent study shows that it actually reduces insulin resistance. So if you're diabetic, talk to your physician, see if this is something that will work for you. If you're trying to lose weight, a lot of weight gain isn't actually from eating fat. A lot of weight gain is from eating too much sugar, not just sugar, but like carbs that turn into sugar. So glucose levels that spike when you, even when you just have like a smoothie with a bunch of fruit, you think you're eating healthy, but that sugar is what your body wants to use for energy first before it starts burning fat. If you take moringa in your smoothie, and have had people give me feedback that they wear these glucose monitors, and they'll drink a smoothie without moringa one day, and their glucose levels will spike. The next day, they'll drink the same exact smoothie with moringa in it, and they won't see the same spike that they did the day before. So this lowers your blood sugar. So if you're working out and you're trying to lose weight, you're dieting, this is just a little booster.
You know, that's amazing. And one last comment, because I'm seeing we see them all the time, man. There's a person here named Grandma So Happy. Moringa gave me my life. Moringa gave me my life back with RA and fibro.
Yeah.
So you know, it's not just Brad going, "Hey, this stuff is really great." It's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that we get feedback from. So I want to thank you because you know, folks like you have given me my life back by offering this amazing stuff. So you know, I don't know. It feels so weird talking like this because I feel like like you said in the beginning, it's like I'm not schlepping a car. I'm talking about what I actually do. You know?
Right. Well, yeah, no, I appreciate the thanks, and man, I mean, you're welcome. I guess I don't know, man. It's not me though; it's the plant, and I'm just trying to like get it out there. And thank you for helping with that. This is good stuff. And when that comment, that Grandma's So Happy, was that it? Grandma's happy.
Yeah.
I'm reading those every day, man, and it's just it's awesome to hear. It literally like sometimes puts tears in the eyes to read some of this stuff. And but you know what? I belong in a couple Facebook groups where there are a lot of people out there that are still suffering, and reading those testimonials about people that are struggling to get through RA and whatnot. We still have a lot of work to do.
Amen. Well, thank you for what you're doing. There is a link below, but if that link doesn't work for where you're at, he's going to place one on moringapowder.com.
Yeah, actually, let's plug moringapowder.com. If you just use code welcome20, you'll get 20% off any product on the website. And
hey, does that case sensitive, or does it matter?
It shouldn't, but go ahead and try all caps just to be safe.
Okay, no spaces. Welcome 20.
All caps, welcome 20. Yeah.
Dude, you're a rock star. Thank you so much, man.
All right,
Alex Bonilla, Pura Vida. You guys have an amazing and blessed day. All right?
All right, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
See ya.